Fred, you're 82 years old. Grow up. Now, back when I was in high school, uh, the this was in the 1960s. The senior year English curriculum usually included a survey of British literature going back to Chaucer and ending up just after Second World War. Uh, and the last poet that was usually taught to us in senior year, and this is just before we're getting ready to cross that threshold into some type of real life. It might be a job, service, college, wherever. It would be Dylan Thomas and it would be Fern Hill, which is what I'm going to get into right now. Now, as I was young and easy under the apple boughs about the lilting house and happy as the grass was green, the night above the dingle starry, time let me hail and climb, golden in the heydays of his eyes. And honored among wagons, I was prince of the apple towns. And once below a time, I lordly had the trees and leaves trail with daisies and barley down the river of the windfall light. And as I was green and carefree, famous among the barns about the happy yard, and singing as the farm was home and the sun that is young once only, time let me play and be golden in the mercy of his means. And green and golden I was huntsman and herdsman. The calves sang to my horn, the foxes on the hills barked clear and cold, and the Sabbath rang slowly in the pebbles of the holy streams. All the sun long it was running, it was lovely. The hayfields high as the house, the tunes from the chimneys. It was air and playing, lovely and watery, and fire green as grass. And nightly under the simple stars, as I rode to sleep, the owls were bearing the farm away. All the moon long I heard, blessed among stables, the nightjars flying with the ricks, and the horses flashing into the dark. And then to awake, and the farm, like a wanderer white with dew, come back, the cock on his shoulder. It was all shining, it was Adam and Maiden. The sky gathered again, and the sun grew round that very day. So it must have been after the birth of the simple light in the first spinning place, the spellbound horses walking warm out of the whinnying green stable onto the fields of praise. And honored among foxes and pheasants by the gray house, under the new made clouds, and happy as the heart was long, in the sun born over and over, I ran my heedless ways. My wishes raced through the house high hay, and nothing I cared at my sky blue trades. The time allows in all his tuneful turnings, so few and such morning songs. Before the children, green and golden, follow him out of grace. Nothing I cared in the lamb-white days that time would take me up to the swallow thronged aloft by the shadow of my hand, and the moon that is always rising. Or that riding to sleep I should hear him fly with the high fields, and wake to the farm forever fled from the childless land. Oh, as I was young and easy in the mercy of his means, time held me green and dying, though I sang in my chains like the sea. Imagine hearing that is the last thing you study before you get out of high school. Okay, I'll be back this way in a few days with my favorite post-apocalyptic landscape. In the meantime, do the good, know the true, make the beautiful, dig yourself.